Hey everyone, welcome to Primo Reef Acrylics. Yet again, another project, another product for one of my customers. This one here is a 120 gallon sump. That's right, you heard that right. 120 gallon sump measuring 72 inches in length, 20 inches in width, and 20 inches high. Now, what I'm using here is 3/4 inch thick acrylic along the walls. All polished, all nice. Alright. So going all across, and 3/8 baffles. Nice color combination. I have a white wall on the background, a red at the bottom. So just something new, something different, something a little bit more luxury, as I do in my systems. I always try to provide my customers with a little more than what they expect. That's my motto. This gentleman here, this customer, he wanted all clear. But you know what? For what I gave him for the price, I think he's going to be in for a huge shock. This system here is actually for another build that I'm doing. It's a 370 gallon aquarium reef tank. That one there is, I believe, 96 inches, so 8 feet by 32 inches wide and 28 inches high. I will post another video on that mid-January sometime. The gentleman's home is just under renovation at the current moment, but a little walkthrough on the sump. It is 7-stage system. Now 7-stage first. Starting off with the drain system. So there's going to be 3 1.5 inch tubes that are going to be dropped down inside. Water will flow up over the filter sock system. Now the filter sock system, what I have on the floor are 2 plates, 2 custom plates that are, one's for a 7-inch filter sock. The other one is, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it's about 6 inches by 4 inch filter sock. Customer wanted to go ahead and have something where he can switch over the years if he wants to. I don't want him locked down to just one type of filter sock. This piece again, it's 3/4 inch thick acrylic. This will hold 3 filter socks. The other one will hold 2 7-inch filter socks. Again, it's kind of an overkill, but that's okay. Overkill is always better. You don't want that piece of acrylic bending or flexing from the weight of the water when it's installed. So this white piece here, it's all welded on with all weld on 4 and weld on 16. So just extra support. And again, this one here just slides right into place. And so lock that in and voila. Now you have a plate that fits right over. So that's the second stage. Third stage would be this compartment right here. We are going to be putting in reactors. So it would be biopellets, carbon, GFO, whatever the customer decides to choose. So that's the third stage. First, second, third, that's right. Water then flows from the 1-inch gap into the gigantic skimmer stage. This stage here is 14.25 inch in length and 20 inches front to back, which is your width. Over then, the water will overflow up into this chamber here, which sits at 13 inches high, flows over into the Refugium Stage. Now the Refugium Stage, it's kind of different. What we have here is redundancy for these little red caps that you see there. Now what these red caps are, they're heater holders. So in this system we have 1, 2, and then the third heater holder that's in the return stage. So again, redundancy is always good. You want to have more than one heater, guys, is because you never know when that one heater is overkilled, or you know what, instead of maxing that heater out to about 80-90%, run it at about 40%, but have 3 of them. So you're actually increasing the life of the heater that you have. So the heater, again, we're going to decide, the customer already has the heaters, everything in place, so this was all just measure and build. So the heaters will be locked into place there, which is good. And right after that, we have the overflow that goes into, as you can see, a lot of teeth. Again, 3/4 inch acrylic that passes into the sponge, the foam or the sponge stage. So the water will overflow down into the return chamber. So this is all a 7-stage system. What I also have here, and the customer does not know yet, but I'm going to complimentary give him a Refugium Lights. This is by Primo Reef Acrylics, that's me. I brought out a custom light to the market to enhance the growth of the Chaetomorpha algae, the bubble algae, whatever you decide to keep in the Refugium. This light system here is 15 watts. There's three, actually there's five. Sorry, so let me focus here. There's 5 lights that are, 2 of them are red, 1 is deep blue, 1 is blue, 1 is 6000K cool white. Now what that does is enhances the growth of all the algae, the beneficial algae that you need. A lot of viewers there, I've personally used 6000K Refugium lights, and you know what? They work wonders. They're fantastic. I have no issues with them. They have been proven to work, but another method that's been proven to work is actually a grow out light for bad algae that you don't want in your main system. So right now I just have it on display, but there'll be goosenecks provided. Why is this getting so dark? Anyways, there'll be a gooseneck provided that's going to clamp onto the back and then overhang into the middle of the Refugium. And then after that, we're going to go into the other stage. Now you're probably wondering, why is there a bulkhead here? Now for the ones that actually have sumps, when you're going to do a big system that's more than 400 or 500 gallons, this system here, this hole, the bulkhead 1.5 inch, that's going to be your emergency drain directly in the basement drain. In case there's an overflow or a clog or the pumps stop working or some mishap happens, better safe than sorry. So this drain right here, the water flow is going to be actually about under 12 inches. So 12 inches is this baffle right here, the black one that you see. So right after that, it's going to be dropped down to water level will probably be, I don't know, if it's 12 inches, probably like 6 inches or so. But again, this is just for us to have emergency drains. Okay, a couple little things on the back that you see there. This is a custom probe holder. Again, I know Vertex makes a couple nice probe holders, but this is a request from my customer. He had wanted something where it is removable, repositionable, and yeah, so I mean he can choose where he wants to have the probes, what type of probes he will be having in there, and allows him to reposition these anywhere he wants. Okay, so again, the probe holder will just go inside the half-inch holes, and then there's a Teflon or nylon screw that allows him to adjust the thickness from front to back, so he can lock the probe holders right into place if he needs to. I'll place these at the back for now, just so they look pretty. And going back a second, these guys here. So there's going to be a biopellet reactor and a couple other reactors. The biopellet is one of those reactors where the outlet on that biopellet has to go into or close to the skimmer because of the nutrients that it feeds, that it filters through, and all the beneficial bacteria that are in the biopellets that absorb that stuff or eat away at it. It's not good to let that water go into your main system because that's 100% pure organics that are leaking into your system. That's like you having a filter sock. This is kind of used, but that's just for a prototype. Having a filter sock, letting it fill up, clog up, get it all dirty, and then placing it back into the return chamber. It doesn't make sense. You don't want to do that. For that method, that's why we have these tube holders, or yeah, just tube holders. So you would have a biopellet reactor positioned down below. You can have the tube run up to one of these holes and then placed back inside the skimmer area where everything is held on tight. Again, I do have Teflon screws here. Okay, so that allows us to wedge and lock the system, and so there's no movements at all. Everything here is, again, removable, repositionable. Repositionable. Is that even a word? Never mind, ignore me for a second. So yeah, that's it, guys. Hope you do like it. I'm just going to switch out the other filter sock just to give you guys an idea. Alright, so there we go. Lock and loaded. Ready to go. You've got 2 7-inch filter sock holders now. We do have an emergency overflow here. It's about 1.5 inches high. I don't know, I might have to make that higher, not too sure yet. But yeah, 1.5 inches high in case the filter socks do overcrowd or clog. It will allow everything to overflow into the reactors and then shoot out again. This here is just so you don't want bad nutrients or excess being drifted over, so that's why we have the dividers there. And that's about it, I think so. I don't know what else gotta tell you guys, but just take a look at it. If you guys have any requests on this type of stuff, please log on to my website, which is Primo Reef Acrylics at primoreefacrylics.com, and you can fill out the aquarium or sump quotation form that's on the top. It's one of the bulletins at the top. Let me know what you guys like and go through the steps, fill them out, and I'll be more than happy to give you a very competitive rate. But at the same time, don't be scared from my prices, because this is all custom work. I'm not building equipment that are mass-produced and buying the same size, or everything is for what you want to get. And I will promise you, I always provide you with the best options and a one-of-a-kind sump. Alright guys, log on to my Facebook channel for more pictures, more detailed pictures I'll be posting. And thank you for watching Primo Reef Acrylics. And remember the Refugium light. Look into it, please. Do your research. And you can always purchase this light. It's about 15 watts at primoreefacrylics.com. Thank you and have a great day.